And we're back, and the first thing to do is to get some conversations, and my plan here is to focus on characters that I know are definitely safe, and a few characters that I do know are definitely safe are Toya, Mana, and Agito. Now, the reason why I want to focus on characters who I know are safe, well, it should be pretty obvious, but I mean, if I know the character is going to be safe for this floor, I know that I'm not going to lose all my progress on the bond. So I can afford to invest some time in it. And Toya and Mana are already quite high, so I think I'm going to go for both of them. In fact, I'm wondering if Toya is going to unlock a personal mission soon. And she doesn't like the machinery. And that apparently counts as a friendship increase. Not enough for another ranking, though. Get the feeling that hers is actually going to max soon, but anyway. Let's talk to Toya now. We knew he was safe last floor, and we know he's safe this floor, so he's been pretty reliable so far. I just really hope that he doesn't ironically turn out to be a traitor next floor, because that way he would be very good at manipulating me. And, well, that's just a general boost. It's been a long time since we actually got these very short conversations. And yeah, as for these other ones... Yeah, going for the complete opposite of what we did last floor.
However...
No.
That was a much longer conversation, though. Now, we don't know whether or not you could be a traitor. I've heard that she starts to get useful around this point in the game, like really, really useful around this point in the game as well, so I really hope that she isn't.
But that's...
Yeah, definitely dangerous due to all of those, looks like she's not admitting that people are dead either. Definitely dangerous due to all those explosives. I get the feeling those are going to play a role later on. Well, oh, you like factories, huh?
No.
Yeah, let's finish this and then we can go on vacation. I know he's at least trustworthy for this floor. Anyway, doesn't look like there's much else except I could check if I have enough materials to make any new weapons. So she currently has the Crusher equipped. I could get the... because that gives 20 Psi, which might be useful for Himeno. I could go for this for... maybe I should focus on weapons for people that we know are safe at this point. As cool a name as Chaos Hunter is, we don't entirely know if he's safe, but... well, we'll at least need to get through this floor, so I might as well get that. I didn't realize this description before. This is apparently a smaller version of the weapons wielded by our... and I just realized we're going to have to fight a Dawn in the next mission. I was selectively forgetting that. Ugh, I hate that thing so much. And I guess we could go for a fine slice of the Himeno then. And I don't think we have enough money for the, yeah, another hard strike. Not enough money for that. We don't have any more GP, so I'll just go ahead and... I've noticed that I have actually been focusing more on weapons than on armor, but, I don't know, I guess that is kind of strange. I just like... I often like keeping my character's damage just sort of... up with advancements in weaponry. Like, for example, giving him that, as much as that doesn't really help him exactly... because his stats tend to not have much effect on their own. Yeah, see, look at her Psi. Once she starts learning actual attacking moves, she gets very, very good. She also has a bit more range behind her than Himeno does. But anyway, oh boy, I'm dreading this mission, but let's go through the machinery. And I kind of want to bring... Yeah, let's bring maybe a couple of trustworthy people to this one. Now, 2 people are going to be boxed in immediately. However, maybe I should use those slots on 2 people who can't possibly be boxed in. Nagi and Agito, though I'm not entirely sure whether Nagi will be trustworthy this floor. And yeah, that's going to be annoying because she has that amazing movement on her side. Now, I don't want to bring too many definitely trustworthy people because well, then again, I do want to narrow down the suspicions a bit. Mana might be kind of useful here, but actually, I may want to bring people with shot resistance too, but I kind of forget who has the shot resistance here. Might actually want to lead the charge with Toya, not sure. He'll just go a bit back, and as for my last slot... Okay, I'll bring 2 people who are... You know, if I bring 2 people who are suspicious and everyone else is definitely safe, if I get 2 voices, then bam, I've narrowed it down. And since I know that Zenji is a voice, maybe not bringing him is a good idea. I have been overusing Marco a lot lately, but his defensive abilities are just very, very good in general. Then again, though, the Dawn is kind of weak against... although I have used Himeno a lot lately. Though I have always wanted to debuff a Dawn, so let's go with this combo. I'm honestly hoping that this doesn't produce 2 voices, because I like both of Mana and Yoko, so well, I like Mana too, but I mean, Nagi. Through the machinery. And we're going straight into the action. Well, no, okay, there's the requisite lag. Oh, those are those new plus enemies.
Let's get this show on the road.
Nope, like, they kind of are plus enemies, but this thing. This actually looks kind of cool, except it does look like it has a bit of a beard type thing. You know what? Some of the parts of this thing, this is going to sound very, very random, but some of the parts of this thing really remind me of... You know, can I actually do this? Yes, I can! That's actually pretty cool. Again, we only have 2 characters who can really take advantage of that, but it is kind of a cool thing. Solaris Melio. See, some of the parts of this thing remind me of... Anyone have this sort of toy building system back when they were younger called Kinects? It makes me think of that. Don't know why, it just does. Randomized damage, fixed damage, or... I have actually used Stealth Step a little bit off camera, but if I do that, I'll get counted. Let's see. That thing's got quite a lot of HP behind it.
Too slow.
And thankfully double dodge.
Here I
Let's
go.
do this.
Commencing assault.
Speaking of double dodge, let's hope that I get one here. Or I could just go out of counter range and attack from there. That is a lot safer.
Then let's begin.
A little more damage. Let me just check the resistances on these enemies. You're weak to special. Fort Tyrannus. That actually sounds very scary. You're weak to everything except melee, and my guess is you're weak to everything except gun. No, you're just heavily weak to melee. Gravis Lex. Makes me think of a mortal enemy of a famous superhero there. Do we want to advance too far? Also, there's some high ground here. Fort Tyrannus. That sort of makes me think of Count Dooku. Now, can I buy... Oh, I don't want to blow all my... What was agility and movement for... You know, I could use that on the boss, actually. Maybe for now, I'll just do a regular attack. I want to save my sanity for the boss, because chances are we're going to be taking a lot of damage during that, and it's a bit hard to see the line here. I can't quite reach it. Alright, I gave her, although I can reach with Armor Crush. Let's go for analysis, and suddenly have a katana, which I'm pretty sure that she would think is not cute.
Let's go.
It depends, though. The problem is mana can't assist from where she is.
Come on.
But let's go for this anyway. These things are quite weak to guns. You know, perhaps now might be a good time for a awareness and get everyone. That is a definitely a good use of awareness here. Whenever I think of awareness, though, I think of the it's the Japanese name of the Nile skill from Path of Radiance, and you know, you really shouldn't move the other one first, enemies. Yeah, let's just watch this enemy just go. Although that you can move further than I thought you could. Defense mode? Why would you want to do that? You're already ridiculously defensive. That guy looks like he's trying to mount the tank. And he's gone into sniper mode. They can still use that, I guess. The enemies are really bunching themselves up. I feel bad that I didn't bring him in here. She would certainly be able to do some pretty good damage. And hi there. Please don't get an assist from the boss. That would be very, very bad. Looks like you didn't then. Ouch. And double assist. Well, that's a low. Lightning Knuckle, don't paralyze. Thank you. Thank you for missing there. Those things are kind of resistant to everything except for you're using a debuff. Oh, no. Ah, sealed. Yeah, that's annoying.
Then let's begin.
Wait a minute. Isn't our organization called Sealed? Should we be immune to that kind of thing? Anyway. Can't quite take advantage of the bunched upness of all you. And if I do that, then I zap mana, which is not a good thing. I don't want... Although we do have that vitality boost. Wait a minute. If I have everyone there in blue, can I get a sweep that hits all... Yes, I can! Go, sweep shots!
That takes care of
Hit
that.
everything and do barely any damage to that Dawn, but I don't really care because it's in defense mode anyway. Wonder if we should just run away from those lower enemies. What's the objective here? Victory defeat conditions. All enemies, okay. And no chests. Okay, strength and dexterity, but no, And I might want to save her sanity, but I kind of want to take down one of these enemies, because otherwise we'll be getting massive, massive assist attacks from the boss. And I don't like that prospect at all.
Let's do this.
That hurts a bit, but gotta power through. Oh, that's pretty short-ranged. But you guys are weak to melee, and Strike of Samael is melee, so I can do that and get that counter. Haven't really seen how this works. Interesting. Not an instant kill, though. And dazed. Maybe that attack just does more dazed than other attacks. I will only get one assist on that one. I just really, really, really want you gone. Fail, but no fail punch.
Move out.
And my plan here was actually to have Nagi and Arjuto just fly up here and smash and finish this thing off. Let's go for another dive face! Nice critical. That is going to make this a little bit easier, though we'll get less assists.
Takes care of that.
Okay, another one down.
And away we go.
And let's just safely ignore you. I'm ignoring you, and then fly up here and not be able to do anything. Well, I guess I can still defer from here. You know, I'm going to defer to you, only because I might be able to get a lightning strike going. So here I'll zap everyone, which is not good, and it looks like there's a big cluster around there. But if I go for the lightning strike on you, then I do not hit any of my allies, which is good. Still get assists, but I think this is okay. Thunderstorm! Not all that much damage, and sadly no binds. Let's just hope things don't get too... Okay, you're charging. Ouch! Okay, you need healing. And boss assist. I think you might go down if you don't dodge, and you're going down. Which is not good, seeing as everyone... You are currently the lowest on the battle performance rankings at this point. For above, we can actually fully see what those guys' movement cones look like. Why am I... that's such a weird way of putting that. Anyway. Now, our best attempt at doing this would probably be to have Mana start things off by using an Armor Crush to lower this thing's vitality. And get an enormous assist. Or... Okay, maybe first, and she does have Revive, but I might not want to use that just yet. Firstly, you will finally demotivate something. Demotivational poster! Yeah, I like to think that attack works by summoning demotivational posters in the enemy's mind. And they go, no, overuse internet memes, ah! And then they just have all their stats debuffed. Okay, so debuffs actually count as an attack, so you can get assists from them. That is good to know. And it looks like debuffs override buffs as well. Again, good to know. Okay, let's go for this, because I don't want to get countered. Wow, we are really shredding through this thing, actually. Massive assist plus debuff seems very useful against it. It almost looks like it's going to go down pretty soon, actually. Didn't even need to have Mana use her Armor Crush on it. But I will definitely want to go for assists here. And it's gone! Well, that was kind of fitting revenge. That went a lot more smoother than the first fight with Dawn did, but most likely because we managed to get all of our characters... Well, we literally have everyone up here, don't we? Except for Ajito, who kind of went down. Okay, let's see what happens if I go for an Armor Crush on you. Okay, let's lower your defense and then stack assists. Well, I don't think I'm going to need to, because everyone's going to kill you anyway. Well, I guess 2 assists worked. And again, dazed but pointless.
Let's do this.
Still turn 3. And we have a move left, which means that I could just... Though I think maybe I should actually defer to Yoko and then have her use the Revive. Unless she's stuck. Okay, no, she's not stuck. Revive costs a lot of sanity, though. Revives with more HP than life packs do. That often is the case for revival skills in games. Well, you are mostly physical or area effect debuff, so you really shouldn't be, shouldn't really be in range of us at this point.
Man, I'm
Commencing assault.
Let's do this.
Okay, wait, yeah, Yoko, I wish I had some kind of an area effect normal buff. But perhaps I can get around to, nope, can't get into back attack range, but I can get into assist range, and... Once again, summon demotivational poster!
Commencing assault.
And use your incredible movement to get into a position where no counter. Probably should have debuffed the one with higher HP, but oh well.
Man, I'm beat.
This mission will be over soon, don't worry.
How's
Gonna want to get you in on the action because you have lower battle performance, and hopefully this will mitigate the fact that you went down earlier.
Hostile down.
Well then.
Toya hasn't been in a few missions, so I'll let him take this one. Let's go for a Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt!
Take care of that.
And that was a relatively hassle-free mission, apart from losing Archito earlier on. That was a lot easier than I expected it to be. I am still worried that I'm over-leveled, but it was much better than that Dhorme that we fought earlier. So, and that was a 5-star mission as well, so I think I'm getting the hang of things a bit more. Though I think that demotivation really helped. I'm very glad that I brought Yoko there, and I cancelled out his performance exactly. That means he's still on the chopping block for elimination, despite the fact that he's completely safe. I'll need to watch out for that. And this, it's enough for some people to level up. Well, only show, okay. Well, at least we know we're all going to level up next mission, and... Okay, let's pay attention here. If there are still 2, I've actually successfully narrowed down everyone.
Would you be okay if we sat around and let the world be destroyed?
1. That's kind of what I was afraid of, because now it's either of those 2. So, I'm still not fully sure. At this point, I don't know. I could actually say Zenji here because I know that he's a suspicious voice, but I want to be careful there because I haven't fully confirmed anything about him yet.
Well,
Well, I guess Zenji's still the one who's most suspected, though. Maybe he still has the lowest battle performance even after all he did in the last one. Okay, so checking the vision history here, I can finally mark the other people that I know are safe. I know you're safe because you weren't in any of these 2 missions. Yeah, that you weren't in the one with the 3. So anyone who's not in the one with the 3 voices is definitely safe. But here's the problem, because I got 1 voice here, it could be... Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay. I have 1 voice here. Now, from that I know it can't be both of these 2. And if it can't be both of these 2... Because if it was both of these 2, then you and you would be safe. But because it can't be both of them, then either of you 2 could potentially be a suspect as well. So I really haven't actually changed all that much here. Of course, what I could do next is swap out one of these 2 for either Himeno or Marco. And if I do that, and I get 2 voices, then I know that the one that I didn't swap out is a voice and that other one is a voice. But if I don't and I still get 1, that means... Anyway, well, I know that it can't be both of them, which really the only thing that proves is that both of you are still suspects. So, I need to do a bit more digging into this. But for now, well, we know that you're a voice, so we just need to narrow down the others. That was actually a surprisingly short mission, though. Let's see, what was I going for again? I think I was going for Lethal Pass? Well, I kind of want that eventually, but we know that show's never going to be a race, so we kind of have all the time in the world to level up his abilities. I sometimes forget what I was focusing on, though. Lethal Pass could be very, very useful, though, especially against high defense enemies, so maybe I'll go for that. And nobody else has any GP, so I can safely, let's see who we can talk to. No yellow conversations yet. And all of you are still suspects, so and you're still a suspect. The only one here who's not still a suspect is him, so guess we know who we're talking to first.
Seriously?
No, it isn't.
You're right.
Oh, totally.
Nah, he'll probably see that coming, given his ridiculous plot hacks abilities. So that's the only one I know is definitely safe. So out of these others, I might want to raise the rank that I think has the highest chance of maxing out. Would be pretty sad if I max out someone who turned out to be the traitor and actually got them to max just before that, but yeah, I think Marco is the highest there. He seems quite difficult to actually get to max though, so let's talk to him for a bit, but unfortunately he's still a suspect for this floor.
You're right.
Yes, hopefully it's not assembling Dawns. If there was a full army of those, I'd be very worried. Traps. Are we going to start seeing trap treasure chests soon? Because I'm a little suspicious that I haven't seen any of those yet. Guess we should just go for these other conversations then. And, well, contrast to your longer conversation before, that was quite a short one.
You're right.
Yeah, they are kind of stronger, and they are throwing Dawns at us in regular missions. Yeah, I've kind of been doing that. It's actually been working out pretty well so far. Notice that we haven't actually got any side missions on this floor yet. Yeah, of course the scenery would change.
Right.
It's a floor change. Yes, yes, yes. Let's smash the entire factory. Yeah, you tell him, show. In some ways, I'm almost hoping Zenji isn't the traitor just because that would be too obvious. Anyway. We only have a little bit of energy. Guess we could get a couple of, Ailment resistance could be useful going forward, but so would, some shot deflectors. 2 of those. We might actually need 1 of those now. And a couple of those. And I'll just distribute those off camera. So anyway, what's in store next time? Oh, okay. Through the Machinery was apparently a sub-quest, but it was our only option back there. Breakthrough, which is a main quest mission. The enemies are getting more and more organized, it seems. But we will deal with that next time, so see you then.